Duke Energy says that its plan balances affordability and reliability while meeting the future goal of delivering cleaner energy. But a group of more than 40 scientists say that Duke's plan is completely out of step with science.
The idea that you have a commitment for net zero sometime in the future, but you're going to keep building fossil fuel fired power plants now just doesn't really hold water.
Duke Energy's plan is to be carbon-free by 2050, while adding new gas-fired power plants that may one day convert to hydrogen. A statement from the company notes, quote, replacing about 40% of our coal capacity with more efficient natural gas is the equivalent of driving a hybrid. It has some emissions, but it's a far cleaner option than the gasoline-powered vehicle you had been driving. In their letter opposing Duke's plan, scientists say that adding new fossil-burning plants, quote, will emit both methane and carbon dioxide for decades, worsening the climate crisis and directly harming public health.
We cannot keep adding more and more fossil infrastructure. The time has come to stop expanding.
Professor Drew Shindell, who teaches earth sciences at Duke University, says Duke's carbon plan is a better deal for the company than it is for its ratepayers.
Duke Energy makes profits by building large facilities, right? They make profits off of capital expenditures rather than making more money by selling North Carolinians cheaper power.
Shindell and the other scientists opposing Duke's plan are asking the governor and the company to pursue clean, less expensive, renewable energy,
which would save North Carolinians from climate damages. They would improve our air quality, and renewables are out-competing fossil in terms of energy prices, so they would be better for ratepayers too.
The push to make North Carolina carbon-free comes from North Carolina lawmakers who passed a bipartisan bill last year mandating it. Governor Cooper signed it into law saying, quote, making transformative change is often controversial and never easy. Critics say that the bill doesn't go far enough. Guilford County Democrat Michael Garrett, who helped write the bill, agrees, but defends the legislation.
I think it was the best outcome we could have gotten. The other option was just not to do anything.
Professor Shindell says the better solution for North Carolina to pursue involves more storage and greater connectivity, making renewable energy more reliable.
Right, because the larger area you connect, it'll always be sunny somewhere within this larger area or windy, and so that it becomes much less of an issue.
Shindell says states like New Mexico and countries such as Denmark are far ahead of North Carolina when it comes to renewable energy. He calls Duke's plan, quote, unambitious.
And as one of the states that suffers the most from hurricanes and heat waves and many of the other impacts of climate change, I really believe we should be at the vanguard rather than the rear end.
A spokesman for Duke Energy says, quote, perspective is important, noting, quote, the company's carbon plan has more storage than natural gas, adding a small amount of natural gas is critical to ensure reliability.
The fight is really not to change the industry in a small way, but it's really to push them entirely out of producing fossil fuels, right? There's no real other solution here. And that's been known for a long time.
North Carolina's Utilities Commission has until the end of the year to make a decision on Duke Energy's carbon plan for the future. In Greensboro, I'm Bill O'Neill, WXII 12 News.